brain exhausted, I'm thinking awkward. Lanes I make you eat a plate of sausage made from Lorraine and Bobby. I may be modest, you paying homage on crazy honor. That you can't wait to comment on my mistakes and my blunders. Hey, I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I'm the most hated, but play I'm taking your date and your woman. Oh dang, your date is your woman. I trade her later if you want her. And she bring friction like Raiden and Blanca. Statements behaving like Saint and dangerous when drinking angry. The same with a mama. Pain with no gain is a bomber. Hit you with sticks.
What's going on? What it do, y'all? What it do? This your boy Hen checking in. Pull Out Game Podcast, man. Episode 81. Y'all already know what's going on, man. Y'all know the vibes, man. You know what I'm saying? This the home of the more wildest, more dangerous, more craziest jersey collection on the planet, man. And look, it been a few people getting at me talking about, yo, Hen, I know you got this jersey collection and stuff, man, but I think I'm ready for you, man. I think I'm ready for you. Man, go real easy on the word think, man, because I'm telling you, man, it's not going to work out good for you, man. I got 3 jerseys going to get you up out of here on, man. And I ain't even got no certain jerseys I'm thinking about. I just know I just pull 3 out and get you up out of here quick. Quick, fast, in a hurry, man. Since y'all my people, I ain't going to make the embarrassment real long. Make it real quick and sweet. But that's another story for another day, man. You know, we have fun with this, man. Yeah, but y'all know it called a Pull Out Game Podcast for a reason. But look, man, we finna get to the jerseys, and I got something I want to talk about too, man. Something that, you know, I want to speak on that's kind of crazy to me, man. But we gonna get in all that. But let's get the first jersey up here, and we're gonna have it, you know, showcased up here, and like we're gonna talk about that, but we gotta talk about some more stuff too, man. You know what I'm saying? Pull Out Game Podcast is a way of life too, man. It ain't just about the jersey. The theme of it is the jersey, but like, man, look, there's a whole podcast, man. We talk about so much stuff, but we got to get to the jerseys, man. That's what it's all about, man. That's the main theme of what's going on. But the first jersey I'm finna pull out, this dude right here, man. He legendary in his own right. On his record, he's set, and I don't know if somebody gonna break it. I don't know what's going on with that. Only time will tell, man. That's the only thing should be snitching is time. Only time will tell. I made that up. But yeah, that's the only thing should be snitching is time. Only time will tell. But look, the first jersey I'm gonna pull out, this dude right here, man. Stop playing, man. Let's get to it. Ooh, look at this right here, man. Yeah. Number 1, NFL patch. All this stuff, man. All that, man. Yep, man. NFL patch and the Super Bowl patch, man. Super Bowl 59 patch, man. Come on, man. What? You know what I'm saying? Got the logo right here. Oh, this cold, man. Come on, man. Yeah. But who jersey is this, though? Number 1 for the Kansas City Chiefs, man. All stick everything. No other than this dude right here, man. Xavier Worthy. Yep. Authentic. All stick everything. Xavier Worthy jersey, man. Kansas City Chiefs, man. Stop playing, man. I had to go and highlight this jersey, man. I had to go and talk about it. Yeah, man. Xavier Worthy, man. All stick everything, man. Yeah. The patches on here dope too, man. I'm feeling it. Yeah, Xavier Worthy, man. Y'all don't know who Xavier Worthy is. We're finna talk about him. But first, something else I want to speak on real quick, man. Yep. What y'all know about that, man? All stick everything Xavier Worthy jersey, man. And I know y'all like Xavier Worthy. Some people might not be too familiar with him, but we finna get y'all on why he made it to the Pull Out Game Podcast collection, man. We're gonna speak on that. But this jersey is clean, dude. It's clean, dude. Yeah, Xavier Worthy, man. All stick everything. Xavier Worthy, man. Let's get to it, man. Let's talk about Xavier Worthy. All right, man. Let's get to it. But look, Xavier Worthy, dude, he dope, man. But look, we're going to talk about him real soon. We're going to get back to it. Just won't have the jersey hanging up. So in case y'all late tuning in, y'all know what jersey got them in showcase. But look, man, I want to speak on this real quick, though, man. Episode 81. Let's talk about it, man. Pull Out Game Podcast, man. Look, I know, well, for y'all that don't know, my favorite TV show of all time is Martin. Like, that's my favorite TV show. Martin, Family Guy, and Dallas. Like, yeah, Dallas. I love it. It's an old school show, JR and all that. I'm telling y'all, man. Don't sleep on that show, man. That show is crazy, man. I'm telling you. It paved the way for a lot of shows and ideas that you see now. But that's another story for another day. But look, we talking about Martin right now. You know what I'm saying? Martin is like one of the most legendary shows of all time. And, you know, every Thursday it used to come on 8 o'clock. I was a little kid, could not wait to Martin come on. Couldn't wait for Martin. Like, man, Martin was the truth. Like, it was the GOAT of TV shows. Especially in the black community, man. Like, Martin is like the greatest. So, and I don't know, I can't speak for everybody else, but Martin, my favorite of all time. That's Martin, it does it for me, like, for real. Like, he that guy. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, as the show went along, it was, you know, people were loving it. It was classic. People were rocking with it. Couldn't wait for the next episode to come on, like y'all do the Pull-Out Game. No, but for real though, but they could not wait. People were just loving the show. It just popped off so quick. You know what I'm saying? Got a great fan base and everything. And then, I don't know, behind the scene, I heard, you know, they saying, you know, Martin and Gina were like slick dating on the side, you know what I'm saying? Or the show, they were like, you know, they were dating, doing their thing, whatever like that. And I don't know, like, what happened, or did Gina break it off or something happened where they fell out or something. But next thing you know, Gina got a sexual harassment suit on Martin. And then, you know, she could have quit the show. I don't know, in her contract, she probably had to finish a season out. She had to finish it up. I don't know, but she didn't quit or nothing. She stayed. They started getting weird on the episodes that, you know, Martin, when he be in the scene, Gina don't be in the scene. And when Gina be in the scene, Martin don't be in the scene. It's like they couldn't be in the same scene or something like that. You know, they couldn't even be around each other. Like, you know, like she had a restraining order against Martin or something. I don't know, it was something crazy. And I didn't really get that, you know, until later on, and the internet actually started surfacing with the YouTube, and you can hear extra information and stuff like that, and start reading little articles and little, you know, little blogs and all that. They was speaking more on it. But yeah, Gina had this lawsuit, and it was getting so weird and out of hand. And Pamphlet had a spinoff, but that didn't work out. For some reason, it didn't work out. So after that, you know, it was getting so weird on the show that they couldn't be in the same room. And I think people were starting to pick up on it. I picked up on it then. I just didn't know the reason why until later on. And then after that, you know, the show just fizzled out. And it went off the air. So reason I brought that up too, because present time, you know, Martin been like so many years ago, years and years and decades ago. And, you know, a lot of people know that Gina had a situation against Martin. The reason the show didn't really flourish, you know, because Martin only lasted 5 seasons. Martin could have really went legit about at least 10 seasons. But all this stuff went down. But anyway, Big Tigger had interviewed Gina on this talk show that Tigger had. I think Tigger, and he had like another female co-host or something like that. And hold on, y'all, 1 second. What is this? What is this on this? What is this? Okay, we back. Yeah, so like I said, Tigger, Big Tigger, you know, you used to hold Rap City the Basement, legendary work, you know what I'm saying? And she got interviewed by Big Tigger, and Big Tigger was finna ask her something about Martin. He ain't really said nothing yet. He was finna ask her. And so he was finna ask her, Gina said, ho, wait a minute. Let me cut you short. Let me stop you right there. I'm not going to say nothing bad or negative about Martin. There's no way you could get me say anything about that man. I love that man to death. We got to protect that man at all costs. I'm not going to say nothing about Martin. I will take that to my grave or something she said like that. And then Tigger was like kind of throw it off like, you know, because we really didn't know what Tigger was going to ask. It might have been something good. I don't know. But it's crazy that Gina, Tisha Campbell, went all out her way to defend Martin. But it's kind of weird because you the main reason that the show we love is not on the air no more. Like, you got the show basically canceled by saying, you know, Martin was doing this to you and Martin harassed you, whatever happened. So now you going all out your way to, like, you know, say, like, look, I'm defending Martin at all costs. And then, you know, around the time, she was dating Dwayne Martin. And, you know, they was dating. I don't think they were married yet, but they was talking or whatever they were doing. And it's kind of weird now that you went all out your way to, you know, say Martin was doing this and Martin basically like an animal back then. Now you saying, you know, you ain't let Tigger get a word out saying we got to protect Martin at all costs. I love that man and I wouldn't do nothing to harm his reputation and all that. You already did that. You already tried to make him look like that. So it's kind of weird to me. Don't get me wrong. I love Tisha Campbell because she's a big pioneer of like one of my favorite movies of all time, House Party. And then, you know, she was on Martin. So yeah, she's a big time figure in my childhood that I grew up watching. But, you know, what I think though, you know, around that time she was dating Dwayne Martin. And I think that she was, could have been like she was cheating on Dwayne Martin with Martin. And, you know, to make it look like, you know, she innocent, she tried to say Martin was harassing her. And, you know, even though that would have made Martin look bad and it would have cost the show and a lot of stuff, she's still protecting her image and making herself look good. And cause how you go from that, like he an animal, to what's going on now and saying like we protected him at all costs. Gina and Dwayne Martin got a divorce. Now she basically come out and say what really happened. And I think she was probably saying that back then to protect her image. And if she did do that, that jacked up, man. But it's crazy though, like saying protect Martin at all costs, but you the reason that the show is off the air. Martin is no longer here because you said all that about Martin and they had to do scenes in separate rooms and it was just weird, man. So I don't know, man. Like I said, I love the whole Martin cast. I met Tashina Arnold, aka Pam, and she one of the coolest celebrities I ever met. One day we just gonna get on here and start talking about celebrities like that I met and like do a tell-all book on the show, like each celebrity I met, how did you know, how their encounter was and how their attitude was, and we're gonna, you know, we're gonna have that one day, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, Gina, aka Tisha Campbell, aka Gina, yeah, it went down like that, man. And I thought that was kind of weird, hypocritical that you protected Martin at all costs, but you are the big main reason that the show Martin is off the air. I didn't get that. Somebody make that make sense. It ain't gotta make a lot of sense. Just 2 pennies, 3 pennies. Make it make some kind of sense, man. Like something. Just a nickel. I need some kind of sense for it to make, man. Like, but anyway, we're gonna get to all that. You know, another time too. We're gonna talk about that some more. But look, man, I want to get to the jersey, man. Y'all see the jersey hanging up, man. Y'all see what's going on. Pull Out Game Podcast, man. Episode 81. What episode is it? Episode 81. Y'all see the number, man. And that crazy I said that 81, like I ain't even planning it to be like that. I just thought of it. Well, anyway, this is Xavier Worthy, man, from Fresno, California, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude came up, you know what I'm saying? Always in the sport. Love track and field. Dude, you know, went to school. He played football, but he was heavy on his track and field too. That's what he did, man. He did the track and field, and he excelled in it, man. And then, you know, he ended up going to Texas. You know, the Longhorns, man. You know, shout out to the Longhorns, man. My favorite basketball player of all time, Kevin Durant, went to that school. So anytime somebody say the Texas Longhorn, you know, I represent the Georgia Bulldog, man. That's the college that, you know, I root for. But, you know, I got a little soft spot for the Texas Longhorn just cause my boy KD went there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that when I first discovered KD. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I didn't discover him when he was in high school. You know, a lot of people be lying. Like, even with, you know, like LeBron or somebody else, they be like, they're a big LeBron fan. They be like, you know, they probably didn't catch on to LeBron until, like, he got, like, well into the NBA, or they start making all the hype about him in the NBA. But people be lying that they LeBron fan. Yeah, I've been watching LeBron ever since his first game in middle school. I've been knowing LeBron. I've been knowing who he was. Stop lying. You didn't know LeBron until you got to the NBA, or a little bit before the NBA. They start making it media hype about him. So stop it. But anyway, yeah, I got on KD doing Texas Longhorn days. Then I started doing my research about all his high school days and all that. And, you know, I pulled out his middle school basketball jersey, AAU jersey, high school. I mean a lot of stuff, man. So I don't think I pulled a high school jersey out yet, but I pulled a middle school out. I pulled some more KDs out too. Rucker Park KD and I. But look, man, y'all go back watch the episode. Y'all know what time it is, man. But look, man. I say, look, man. That boy Xavier Worthy, man. I brought him on here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't stay tuned because y'all might see a college jersey, Texas Longhorn jersey too. So we gonna talk too much about the college situation going on, man. But yeah, he, you know, 2024, that when the draft hit, and he got drafted to the Kansas City Chiefs, and the dude had a standout career in Texas. Like I said, we're gonna get to that another day. But look, man, you know when you go to the NFL Combine, you got to do the jump and the vertical and all that. And another important thing that you got to do that a lot of people waiting on, especially when it comes to like tight ends, running backs and wide receivers, they got to do that 40-yard dash, man. You know what I'm saying? They got to do the 40 yards. And Xavier Worthy, he did, you know, everybody knew he was a speedster. So they were waiting on to see what his time was going to be. And he did the first time, his time was 4.25. And, you know, they were like, damn, that's fast as hell, you know. But, I know they said Dion ran a 4.2. But they said secretly he ran like a 4.1 and all that. But the one that's really on record is, you know, Xavier Worthy ran a 4.25. And they got a player, John Ross, the third. He held the fastest with 4.22, 4.22. So he ran that 4.22, John Ross the third. And it crazy too, because I just said one of my favorite shows, like of all time, is Dallas. And JR, you know the show, when they had the famous saying, who shot JR? He had a son. Now his son was named John Ross the third. Just like the dude that held the record for the 40-yard dash in the NFL. So, Xavier Worthy ran the 40-yard dash. Like I said, he had a 4.25. And, you know, it don't be etched in stone. You want to run it again, they let you run it back, run that thing back again. He ran it back. And he ran the second time. If you look on the dash, it say 4.22. But what I think they did, they slowed it down a little more because it was so photo finished. They slowed it down, did some more looks on the video, and it turns out he did a 4.21. So, on record of the NFL, on record, man, Xavier Worthy holds the record for the fastest 40-yard dash time of all time. Xavier Worthy hold that, man. He hold it. Nobody else got it. Basically, you can say, like, he really like the fastest player in the NFL. Don't nobody got it but him. 4.21. They said, you know, Dion, you know, they say he done probably ran a 4.2 something or 4 point something. They probably, you know, they said Bo Jackson ran a 4.1 something. I mean, you know, but these were like off the script time, though. They said Tyreek Hill ran a 4 point, 2-1, 4.22, but it wasn't on the NFL combine record. It wasn't etched in stone. But Xavier Worthy got it etched in stone, man. 4.21, the fastest 40-yard dash time of all time, man. And then I seen the video. Y'all go back and watch it. Dude had to giddy up, man. Dude was on his, hey, man, he was on his business, man. Dude, like, he was getting down there, man. And I know, like, I show speed. He fast. And I would like to see I show speed race Xavier Worthy. Because I show speed 40-yard time. I seen one of his videos. It was a 4.4 something. And, I mean, Xavier Worthy ran a 4.2, like this a second off from like running a 4.1 something. So basically, you like a 4.1 almost. That's crazy, man. Like 4.21, one more second, he would have been in the 4.1 range. You know what I'm saying? 4.19 or whatever. But that's crazy, man, that he did that, man. So I had to show him love, man. Like, dude went to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the Super Bowl pack with Pat Mahomes and these boys, man. But he just couldn't get the job done, man. They couldn't get the job done. They played them Eagles. Eagles got them up out of there, man. You know what I'm saying? I was going for Xavier Worthy and Pat Mahomes too, man. But it just didn't work, man. You know, hoping they get a 3-peat. But, you know what I'm saying? They did a 2-peat. They couldn't do it, man. So, but, and I thought somebody like Xavier Worthy will probably get him over the hill a little bit, you know, help him out. You know, called Tyreek Hill left. And, you know, he went to the Dolphins and Xavier Worthy there. And I'm thinking like, shit, you know, you trade a speedster for a speedster. And the speedster you traded for, or the speedster that you end up getting, they didn't trade, but they got him in the draft. But the speedster you end up getting is faster than Tyreek Hill. And his nickname the Cheetah. So I was, you know, looking at all that too, man. You know what it is. But look, man, I'm going to show the jersey again. Tyreek Hill is a beast. But he definitely ain't faster than Xavier Worthy, man. He definitely not faster than Xavier Worthy. Tyreek Hill is a monster, man. But I like to see them two right call. Tyreek Hill always say he the fastest in the NFL. And, you know, you got your Michael Vick, Deion Sanders, Bo Jackson, Deshaun Jackson. Come on, man. You got a lot of players that's speedsters, man. But I don't know. It's gonna be hard to beat this cat right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Barry Sanders. Lot of fast players, man. But you know what I'm saying? Barry Sanders, like I said, my favorite running back all time. But this dude right here, man, it'd be hard pressed to beat him in a match of running, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? In a sprint one-on-one. I don't know, man. It's gonna be hard to get this dude. The dude fast as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? He got some legal trouble too, but you know, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he'll get better as he, you know, down the line. He young cat, man. He growing and learning. So, you know, ain't nobody perfect, man. But what we finna do? Finna make sure, show the jersey again. We done broke down what the man done did. And, you know, the rundown. The man been handling business, man. He been handling business. But here go the jersey, man. Again, up close, personal. Xavier Worthy, Austin, everything, Kansas City Chiefs jersey. Let's get to it. Yeah, man, I say this the fastest dude in the NFL, man. I know the 40-yard dash ain't everything, but come on, man. Like, I mean, that's saying a lot, though, man. You got the fastest 40-yard dash time of all time. This guy right here, man. That guy. Xavier Worthy. And yes, I got the Texas Longhorn jersey too, man. Because the dude wasn't no joke in Texas. We're going to break down his whole career and all that, man. But yeah, this that Kansas City. That Kansas City joint right here, man. Stop playing with this guy, man. Stop playing with this guy, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yep, Xavier Worthy, man. I would say the fastest NFL 40-yard dash football player of all time, right here. Y'all go back and watch the video, man. That man got down that 40-yard line, man. He was not playing no game with nobody. He ran a 4.25. Then he went back, did it again, did a 4.22. Then they looked at the tape some more, slowed it down. Yeah, man. Saying they was a tad off, man. He really ran a 4.21. 4.21. What episode is it? Episode 81. What did he run 40-yard dash? A 4.21. Yeah, so yeah. There you go. There you go. Yeah, man. Xavier Worthy, he that guy, man. He did his thing. What can I say? Xavier Worthy, man. You know what I'm saying? All still everything, man. When I was young too, a lot of people know me, man. Like when I was young, like I think now, even now too, but not back. You know, not like back then, but I was fast as hell when I was younger. And man, I would get I show speed to run for it money when I was in my 20s. Like if I show speed age, man, I don't know, man. I don't know who would have won that race. Y'all think I'm lying? Ask about me. I was that dude, man. I was that dude with the speed, man. And I'm still fast. But I don't know what it would outcome be with I show speed, but I know I ain't trying to race no Xavier Worthy, man. Like, come on, man. Man ran a 4.2. Man, come on, man. I don't know if I would have ran a 4.2 in my prime of running. But at the same time, maybe if I worked out some more, I probably could have got that stuff. But, you know, they man been training year round for that, man. But look, we still had to highlight the dude that did the explosive running. Give him his flowers, man. We gotta hurry up and give him his flowers too, man. Cause the rose petal gonna fly off the handle, man. I don't run past the flower bouquet. But the dude is fast, man. He fast, man. And ain't no other way around it. He fast as hell. I mean, what we talking about, man? You know what I'm saying? This is Xavier Worthy, man. Y'all already know it. All stick, everything at Xavier Worthy. I want to see him race Tyreek Hill. Well, you know, that would be a good race, man. But I think Xavier Worthy or Edger, man. The dude get down that line quick, but for real. But it's something I love to see though, for real. But look, man, this is Xavier Worthy, all stick, everything, man. The dude was fast, man. Like I said, it's a lot of players, you know, through the years that been like very fast, very, very fast. And we could talk about that all day long, but right now we just gotta get a dude his flower that ran that 40-yard dash, and ain't nobody so far gonna top it. You know what I'm saying? I believe somebody capable of doing it. You know what I'm saying? Cause we talked about the Kobe Bryant 81 points, and I was saying when I did the episode on the Kobe Bryant jersey, I was saying I don't think nobody gonna top that 81, but if they do, we'll talk about it. And yeah, like a week or two later, Bam Adebayo broke it with 83 points. But, you know, somebody asked me too, but I do not have Bam Adebayo jersey. Yes, I'm the jersey king, but I do not have Bam Adebayo jersey. I didn't have that on my to-do list to go get Bam Adebayo jersey. And be honest, that's a legendary feat to, you know, get 83 points. But I'll be honest, y'all, I ain't gonna get no Bam Adebayo jersey no time soon. You probably see his girlfriend on here before you see Bam. Asia Wilson. Y'all stay tuned. But look, man, I ain't taking nothing away from Bam. Bam's still a real good player. But, like, far as, like, you know, come on, man. Like, to be on a pull-out game podcast, you gotta be done did something. But, like I said, 83-point legendary work. But how he got it, too, kind of looked weird. Like, damn near, like, you know, they was giving him the ball to do it. Like, you know, I'm talking the other team. Like, here, score again. Oh, the Washington get the ball. Here, score again. Washington get the ball. Here, score again. That's what it looked like. So, it's just looking weird, man. But like I say, 83. But Bam ain't really like that player to me to be like on the pull-out game podcast for his jersey. Maybe down the line, but not as of yet. But like I said, this dude is young, doing his thing. But come on, man. You broke the 40-yard dash, man. That's something right there that can't be handed to you. Somebody can't be like, here go the basketball, score all these points. They can't just hand that to you like that. You got to really earn that. And to be regarded the fastest 40-yard dash NFL player of all time, oh, that's big, yeah. Yeah, that warrants you being on the Pullout Game podcast, man. And then, like I said, on top of that, too, Xavier Worthy recorded 101 receptions, you know what I'm saying, for 1,170 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns over his first 2 NFL seasons with the Kansas City Chiefs, man. So he been doing his thing, man. Like, you know, he got records. He ain't just fast. He got dope stats too, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Shout out to Xavier Worthy, All-State Everything Kansas City Chief jersey, the fastest 40-yard dash player in the NFL of all time. Like, really, they're really the fastest 40-yard dash time ever, because I don't know nobody else that ran that. Like, in any other sport or anywhere else. Who else ran a 4.21 or 4.21? Who else did that? So that's damn near 4.1. Like I said, they said Dion off camera ran a 4.1, but that's like, we don't know how true that is. I wouldn't doubt it, because Dion fast like that. He really that guy like that. So but you know, etched in stone on record at the combine, he didn't run that. So, but you know, it what it is though, man. You know, you run like a 4.3, even a 4.4, man. You got speed. You fast. But run a 4.2, that's like beyond elite work, man. But look, this is Xavier Worthy, All-State Everything. You know what I'm saying? Had to showcase this jersey, man. And yeah, man. I'm up out of here, man. Y'all hold it down. Stay tuned, man. Segment 2. I'm out. Choo.
My brain exhausted, I'm thinking awkward. Lanes I make you eat a plate of sausage made from Lorraine Bobby. I may be modest, you paying homage on crazy honor.
What's going on? What it do, y'all? This your boy Hen checking back on in. Once again, let the games begin. Episode 81, man. Pull Out Game Podcast, man. Segment 2. You know what's going on, man. We finna gonna get right to it. Finna gonna pull out the next jersey. Stop playing with them. Finna get right to it. You know, let these people know out here that the jersey collection ain't a game. It's not a game, man. It's called a pull-out game, but it's not a game. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I don't know. If it do or it don't make sense, I don't know. Y'all be the judge. Either way, it's what it is. But look, man. Pull-out Game Podcast. We finna get to the next jersey. The dude right here, I pulled out one of his jerseys on here before. We played for another team. I told y'all we're going to get back to this player and, you know, talk about, you know, a situation or a certain era or a certain time in his career that he just took off. He just took off. Like, he just really took off. He was good before the time we finna talk about, but he really took off around these times. And it's some more stuff I want to talk about too, man. It's a lot of stuff we want to talk about. We're going to get to it. We're going to break it down and some weird stuff going on. You know, I know we talked about the Gina situation, Tisha Campbell. That was weird. Got 2 more weird little things I want to talk about too. But y'all stay tuned. We're going to talk about this stuff too, man. But let's get to the next jersey. This dude right here, like I say, legendary. I had another one of his jerseys on here before. I'm going to bring up what jersey that was when I pulled his jersey out. But the dude legendary, man. And he had some bumps and bruises along in his career. Like what happened to him. Not physically, but what happened in his career, just like a bruise, like on his record. But we're going to get to it. And let's just talk about whatever we got to talk about. Next jersey, I'm going to pull out this dude right here. Crazy jersey, man. Okay. Oh, yeah, man. Y'all see this, man. This jersey is heavy, too, man. It's heavy, man. Like, the stitch is crazy. All-State Everything, number 25. St. Louis Cardinals. Who is that, man? 25 for the St. Louis Cardinals, man. Who we talking about, dude? 25, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This right here is nobody else other than All-State Everything, Mark McGwire, baseball jersey, man. Mark McGwire, man. Mark McGwire, All-State Everything, St. Louis Cardinals baseball jersey. Stop playing with this guy, man. Yeah, this jersey is cold, clean. Yeah, man. Cold, clean, and copacetic. I ain't had to say that last word. I just feel like saying it. Cold, clean, and copacetic. Man, look at it, man. What? Yeah, man. Pull Out Game Podcast, man. Episode 81, man. Like y'all know, man. Pull Out Game Podcast is here to stay, man. It's here to stay. And I don't play. Yeah, man. Yeah. Talk about old Mark, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. Look, this Mark McGwire for the St. Louis Cardinals. We finna get into it. But look, look, man. First, I want to say I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. The like, the comments, the shares, and you know what I'm saying, people that subscribe, everybody, I appreciate y'all, man. I couldn't have done it without y'all. You know I'm gonna say that every episode, man. But like I said, some people watch, you know what I'm saying, the episode when it drop, and they be into the episode, which I definitely appreciate it. But a lot of times people watch the episode and they forget to hit the subscribe button. They forget to hit the like button. And that's normal. That happens. I do that on some channels that I watch and I forget, but I go back and support it. So I appreciate y'all do the same. Y'all watching it and y'all looking at it now. It'd be a good time to like, hey, damn, I did forget to hit the subscribe button. I forgot to hit the like button. So yeah, I appreciate y'all if y'all can just go tap that right quick, a little tap-a-rooney. Hit that up real quick and you can do that same time while you watching the video. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna hurt. I appreciate it. It'll show help. And yeah, man, I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy, you know what I'm saying, through this journey, man. Like I said, the Mark McGwire jersey is here. Representing, holding it down. This Mark McGwire, man, we finna get to it. But look, I want to talk about the most dumbest thing in the world history, hip hop history. The dumbest thing, man. Pooh Shiesty, man. He only been out of prison or jail. I won't say prison. He been out 100 days, man. He been in there forever. Got out of, you know what I'm saying, and living his life, you know what I'm saying. Already assuming got some money in his pocket. You know what I'm saying? And his the dude signed him with Gucci Mane. The rapper. And he invited Gucci and Gucci people to the studio. The person that signed him, that changed his life. And he tried to rob Gucci Mane to get him out of his contract. Like, I think he put a gun to Gucci head and Gucci people and tried to rob that man. So Pooh Shiesty wanted to get out his contract. I think Pooh Shiesty went up there. His dad went up there, and some dude named Big 30, like his homeboy, like that he rocked with. All of them was up there. And his dad was, your dad's supposed to tell you, that's a dumb idea, son. Don't do that. Think wiser. Be smarter. Like Pops on Friday. You know what I'm saying? When he tried to talk to Craig, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Y'all remember what Craig Pop did on Friday, man? He was telling him what was going on, man. And like, you know what I'm saying? This all we had back in the day, son. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was their gun with their hands. What Pop was saying. You need a dad to talk to you like that. You don't need no dad to walk you to the damn studio to help you rob somebody. Somebody that changed your life too. If your dad ain't gonna help you and your family, who the hell gonna help you? Your homeboys already with you. They yes men cause they around a famous rapper and you probably paying them and they getting exposure. So they gonna say yes anyway. You need somebody like your dad or your uncle or older OG homeboy or somebody in the neighborhood to say, hey, that's stupid. Everybody around here was saying, hey man, do that shit, man. Do it, man. Rob Gucci. Like, and then my thing is this too, man. How do you think that was gonna work out? Like, I mean, they say Gucci, he clearly on camera saying long time ago, like, he'll die before he'll snitch on somebody. And that thing happened with Young Jeezy. He didn't snitch on nobody. You know what I'm saying? He allegedly killed the dude that tried to rob him. So, Gucci looked at it like a real street dude. So I think Pooh Shiesty thinking like, well, if I do shoot Gucci or rob him or something, he ain't gonna snitch to the police because Gucci well known for not snitching. He said he would never snitch. So I think he probably took that to the bank to say, like, look, he ain't gonna tell the police because Gucci said he ain't gonna never snitch. Well, that backfired. Gucci filed a complaint. And Gucci had to file a complaint, man, because he signed the contract that Pooh Shiesty made him sign to get out his contract. He robbed him trying to get out his contract. And that's what Pooh Shiesty want to get out his contract. And he had to damn near put a gun to Gucci's head to tell Gucci to sign the contract. But Gucci said in the rap diss, and he was breaking it down, he said he signed it under duress. And that was against his will. So since he signed against his will, the contract robbing situation of him signing it didn't hold up. So he's still under contract. And so it didn't work out for Pooh Shiesty's favor. Pooh Shiesty said Pooh Shiesty's girl ended up leaving him and stuff like that. They saying like his girl ain't loyal, but I mean, she just don't want to be attached to nobody that's stupid. That's what I was saying. But but at the end of the day, man, that crazy that happened, man. I know that happened between Eazy-E and Suge Knight. They said that went down, but Eazy-E made the same claim in court. He signed it under duress. So, it didn't hold up. And Dr. Dre was still like, had to get, situation happened where Dr. Dre still had to pay Eazy-E. Like any money earnings he made. So yeah, a lot of that happened, man, and all this snitching stuff crazy, man, because they doing that snitching stuff, like who snitching? Did they call that snitching? Man, look, man, like I said before, man, if I'm robbing a bank with you or we planning something together, got a blueprint map out, you gonna be here, I'm gonna be there, like on the movie Dead President, I get it then. And then if I end up telling on you, that's snitching. You know what I'm saying? That's snitching. But if you rob me, and and then you got to fill out a police report to get stuff back in order. Like for instance, right, when somebody rob you, the first thing you're gonna do is what? Call the police, right? You ain't gonna say like, no, man, I'm just gonna thug it out. I'll figure it out on my own. You gonna file that police report, cause that's one way a situation, the first step, or get your stuff back. Everybody want their stuff back. Don't nobody want to work hard for something and then get it robbed and just say, oh, I just thug it out and I just keep quiet and find out in these streets who did it. No, you ain't think about none of that. Everybody done, had to hit the police up, file a report, probably got their car broken into, or got their house or apartment robbed, or trailer robbed or something. They had to file a report. And then by the terms of everybody else saying, that's snitching too then. Like everybody, basically like 99% of the world is snitched then. They snitches. So everybody done went through that, man. Like people take that snitching stuff too far, man. I mean, come on, man. If I do a crime with you and then I get caught and I tell on you, that's snitching. But if I'm trying to get my stuff back, man, you rob me and you don't want me to say nothing to nobody, what are we doing? Or if I go to a place with you and you end up robbing it and I didn't know nothing about it and I tell what you did, yeah, that's well within the right to do that. You didn't let me know what was going on. So yeah, I'm gonna tell what happened if they come looking for me. Because I had nothing to do with it. If we plan it together and I tell, that's snitching. But if you set me up for something and I didn't know nothing about it, I'm walking into it blind, or somebody robbed me and I found out who was it and I got to report it to the police, let's get to it. Y'all call it what you want, man. I got to get my stuff back, man. You know what I'm saying? But I never tell nobody if I did, we went in on something together. I won't be like, hey, man, they caught both of us, man. Come on out. Come on out, man. They caught us. Nah, I wouldn't even do that. I just take it, man. The punishment I get. It boundaries and lines draw between what that word mean, man. Everything don't mean snitch, man. Cause I'm talking ever since we people learn, us black people learn the word snitch, we use that for everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. Chocolate milk drop on the kitchen floor, and I might be like, damn, my brother dropped some chocolate milk in the floor. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever like that. Just example, you know, I got a brother drop some chocolate milk on the floor. And then, you know, then the little brother like, oh man, you snitching. Like, how that snitching? Nobody went to jail, nothing happened. We just need to clean up the damn milk, man. I don't know. I'm just anything snitching these days, man. Everything don't mean snitching. Come on, man. But anyway, enough of all that, man. Let's get to the jersey at hand. You know what I'm saying? Pooh Shiesty did one of the dumbest things ever in life. The most retarded, stupidest thing in hip hop history. It's crazy, man. That man tried to rob his own record label exec, Gucci Mane. Like, try to rob the dude that put you on, that changed your life. If you rob him, I don't think nobody could trust you, dude. Nobody. Well, anyway, that's wild, man. But you know his last name Shiesty. I mean, you baby telling you what he about. Last name Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty. Pooh might be his nickname. Shiesty might be the type of person he really is. So I don't know, man. That's crazy, man. But enough old Pooh. Let's get back to Mark McGwire. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he played with the Oakland A's and you know, that's I told y'all too, I want to tell y'all the other jersey I pulled out here. I pulled out the Mark McGwire All-Star Everything Oakland A's jersey. Oakland Athletics All-Star Everything MLB baseball jersey. I pulled that jersey out. But we talked about that part of his career with the Oakland A's. Y'all go back and watch that episode. Now, we talking about the St. Louis Cardinals. And especially in 1998. 1998, he had a baseball battle, one of the best baseball battles ever in Major League Baseball history. He had a slugging fest battle with Sammy Sosa. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was legendary, man. They were hitting baseball back to back. I'm talking about every other day, Mark McGwire hit a home run. And then, like, that same day or the next day, Sammy Sosa hit a home run. Then Mark McGwire hit a home run. Sammy Sosa hit a home run. Mark McGwire hit a home run. They was like slugging it out, man. I won't say Ken Griffey was kind of in it too, but I want to say Griffey was in it too. But Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, they just made the gap longer though, and they just was in their own little lane, man. It was just Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, and then you know Sammy Sosa ended up hitting 66 home runs that season, 98. And Mark McGwire ended up hitting 70 home runs. They were going at it. Slugfest City, dog. And, you know, Mark McGwire, he put on the show, man. Sammy Sosa put on the show. I put out Sammy Sosa, All-Star Everything Chicago Cubs jersey, too. I talked about on that episode. I talked about a little bit when I put out the Mark McGwire Oakland A's jersey, too. But I didn't want to talk about too much because had to wait till pull this jersey out. I told y'all it was coming. I told y'all that. But Mark McGwire, man, what was y'all at around them time? Do y'all remember that? I know I remember that too, man. I remember they had a show on ESPN called Baseball Tonight with Chris Berman. Back. Y'all remember that? You just say that back. Yeah. But there was some good times, man. I used to record like highlight of baseball highlights, man. And they used to have that year on TV like all the time. Like who's gonna eclipse it? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna be the home run champ? And all that, you know, Barry Bonds ended up eclipsing both of them with 73. But that was like a year or two later. But man, let me tell y'all something, man. Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, that was like for the ages, man. And I don't think we're going to ever see nothing like that again. And, you know, of course, Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire, they got caught with the steroids. It was like heavy around the steroid era. You know what I'm saying? Big time allegations on them taking PEDs and stuff. Mark McGwire's nickname was called the Big Mac. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't as big like that when he was with the Oakland A's. Then we got with the Cardinals, St. Louis Cardinals, man, he kind of bulked up a lot, man. Like maybe I'm just think he working out. I ain't know that might have something to do with steroids or what, but he bulked up. Like I said, nickname with the Big Mac. You know, he played 1,874 games, 6,187 at bats, 1,626 hits. You know what I'm saying? 583 home runs, 1,414 RBIs, and batting average with 263. Like what? Come on, man. I mean, the dude just had it like that, man. I mean, he just had it. But hold on 1 second, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. Yeah, man, and like I said, batting average with 263, on base percentage 394, slugging percentage 588. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he only had 12 stolen bases. He wasn't like no speed demon like Xavier Worthy. You know, I mean, he wasn't that type of guy, man. You know what I'm saying? But look, the dude handled business, man. That's his stats over his career. Mark McGwire was one of the best sluggers of all time, steroids or not. I'm still gonna give him props because he was slugging and like doing damage when he played with the Oakland A's. So I don't know, maybe he could have been taking steroid then and they caught on late, but seriously, I doubt it. I don't think he was. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? When they caught him, that's when we're gonna say when he started taking around that time. So yeah, man, but this Mark McGwire all-stick everything, man. Like one of the best sluggers of all time. I remember that, man. Y'all go back and I'm pretty sure they might got a documentary about on YouTube or somewhere about they were going back and forth, man, back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like every day or every other day, somebody hit a home run. The next person hit a home run. Sammy Sosa hit one. Mark McGwire hit one. It was like the same day or the next day. Same day or the next day. It was just steady going. Like, got to the point like, damn, when is it going to end? And I think the only reason it ended because the regular season ended. I believe if they just kept playing regular season games, man, they probably would have went to like 150 home runs, man. You know what I'm saying? The pace that at which way they were going. It was crazy. But yeah, man, I gotta show the jersey again, man. Mark McGwire, man. I know he took the steroids, but he still don't get enough credit though, man. To me, like, you know, I feel, you know, be honest, you know, like football players, they talk a lot about, like, you know, the football player. You know, you got your Tom Brady, which he is my GOAT. You know, you got Jerry Rice and all these players, man. But, you know, you got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and you know, Larry Bird, all these players. But I feel like baseball player legends don't get they just do, man. I just feel they don't, man. And I'm heavy on all three sports. And so I know, man, and none of y'all can tell me about this. But yeah, I feel like baseball players don't get they just do, man. I feel like the legendary players get swept on the road. I feel like the only player that really get they just do in baseball is Ken Griffey Jr. And I'm talking about for like the masses. I know a lot of people that watch baseball, they get them they just do, but I'm talking about, you know, even the casual fans know who Larry Bird is and Michael Jordan and Dr. J. You know what I'm saying? The casual fans know who Joe Montana is and Jerry Rice and, you know what I'm saying, Dan Marino. You know, Dan Marino played on Ace Ventura Pet Detective. So, you know, I put out Dan Marino jersey too. Yep, so y'all already know what's going on. But I just feel baseball players don't get they just do, man. They just don't. And that's why I love the Pull Out Game podcast, so they can get they just do, man. They deserve it. They deserve it, man. They deserve it, dog. For real. So, I'm going to pull out the Mark McGwire jersey again. Let y'all see it up close and personal. You know what I'm saying? Got to, man. Got to get these players their flowers, man. For real. Cigar, champagne, all that good stuff, man. Yeah. Mark McGwire, all-stick, everything, man. St. Louis Cardinal jersey. Yeah, y'all know what's going on. Y'all know the vibes, man. Yeah. Mark McGwire, all-stick, everything, man. Come on, man. This dude was not no joke, man. I'm talking about Slugfest City, boy. I'm talking about it wasn't nothing for him to knock that baseball over the gate, man. It wasn't nothing. Over the fence, the gate, it's over the wall. It wasn't nothing, man. Like, he did it like breathing, man. It was routine for him, man. Him and Sammy Sosa, man. They was out of their minds in '98, man. Come on, man. Never forget that, man. Mark McGwire, man. He went on to hit 583 home runs, man. Come on, man. Yeah. Like I said, I pulled out the Sammy Sosa Cubs jersey when he went toe-to-toe with Mark McGwire, but it's the Mark McGwire St. Louis Cardinal jersey, so we had to show the other half of it. Y'all already pulled out the Sammy Sosa. Y'all stay tuned, man. You know, your boy got Sammy Sosa rookie jersey, too, when he played for the Chicago White Sox. Stop playing. I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all stop playing, man. You just never know what jersey going to get pulled out on the podcast, man. But yeah, man. This Mark McGwire, all-stick everything, St. Louis Cardinal MLB baseball jersey, man. Stop playing, man. Legendary moments. You know what I'm saying? Classic times that we'll never get back. Probably never see again. He one of the greats. Steroids or not, I'm putting him in one of the greats. I mean, y'all know I'm putting one of the greats. He on the Pull Out Game podcast, man. Legendary work. You know, a lot of players that I got, you know, the jersey that I have, they don't be like all-time great at the moment. Like Xavier Worthy, he's not an all-time great. I wouldn't never put him in the class with Jerry Rice and Randy Moss and, you know, Michael Irvin and all those, T.O. and all them. But at the end of the day, he is a great wide receiver. He did something that none of them even came close to doing with their record, their 40-yard dash. So some things like, you know, okay, for instance, right, in the Hall of Fame, it might be a player that didn't make the Hall of Fame, but he might got a baseball in the Hall of Fame or something because he might have did something monumental that game. And his glove or his baseball bat or the baseball he hit, he might have did something real legendary where that item that he had is in the Hall of Fame. And they kind of like the Xavier Worthy jersey. It's like, he's not Jerry Rice Hall of Fame worthy type dude or type player, but he did that record with that 40-yard dash and you know, just so monumental, he automatically in the Pull Out Game podcast, man. Like, you know, like I said, y'all stay tuned. There's a lot of other big-time legendary jerseys in the NFL too, and, you know, just football jersey, period. College, pro, high school, all that, man. But, you know, we give everybody they shine that deserve it, man. I feel that need to be shined on. We should have shined light on that, and we did. So, I had to, man. And I already had the jersey, just trying to find when, you know, what time or when I was going to pull the jersey out, man. The authentic. But, yeah. So, today is the day. And, yeah. But, yeah, like I said, man, this is about Mark McGwire. Shout out Mark McGwire. Big time work. I remember them days like yesterday. It felt like 5 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? Watching baseball tonight. Watching Sports Center. The highlights of the moments. I miss them days, y'all. I do. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, this Mark McGwire, man. All-stick, everything. St. Louis Cardinal jersey, man. Appreciate the moments. You never know. You might see the jersey up here again. Like I said, because y'all see the jersey don't mean y'all not going to see it again. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all might got a request or somebody might just, it might be a reason or episode that had pulled the jersey out again. So, y'all just stay tuned, man. You just never know, man. But I had to pull the jersey out today. You know what I'm saying? The Xavier Worthy had to pull it out. The Mark McGwire had to pull it out. And got one more segment, man. So, y'all stay tuned. Finna get to it. Y'all hold that thing down, man. And I'm up out of here, man. Shout out to Mark McGwire, man. You know what I'm saying? Forever a legend. Y'all already know it. Choo.
My brain is exhausted, I'm thinking awkward. Lanes I make you eat a plate of sausage made from Lorraine or Bobby. I may be modest, you paying homage, I'm crazy on her.
What up, y'all? What up, y'all? What up, y'all? Yeah, man, you know what's going on, man. I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Segment 3, Pull Out Game Podcast, episode 81. You know what? I gotta do the rundown. The most craziest jersey collection of all time on the planet. Look, man, y'all trying to go against me with these jerseys, man. My advice, don't do it, man. Do not stick your hand in the garbage disposal, man. You're gonna come up with nubs, man. You're gonna come up with some nubs. Don't do it, man. If the stove on, some cooking on the stove, or it feel hot, do not put your hand on the stove, man. That's what it's like, man, going against me with these jerseys, man. Don't do it, man. Just let it go. You know what I'm saying? Just let it go, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be more than the love TKO. Let it go, man. But yeah, man, we finna get to the jerseys. We finna speak on this player. He get his flowers, but I don't think he get enough. They talk about more of the bad stuff he did more than the good stuff he did. So we here to talk about it all, the good and bad. Ain't nobody perfect. So we gotta speak on it, man. You know, it's a Pull Out Game podcast, man. But like I said, at the end of the day, you just never know what jersey gonna get pulled out. The player, the sport. Well, you know it's in the range of baseball, basketball, and football. Y'all know that. But other than that, you don't know which sport it's gonna be. You don't know like what time of their career is it gonna be. You don't know what player. Like you just never know, man. You just gotta. I'm keep y'all on your toes every chance I get, man. You know what I'm saying? This episode 81. When we get to episode 100, we're gonna have a blast, man. That's gonna be a blast. Y'all stay tuned, man. Lord willing, I make it to 100, episode 100. Y'all hold it down, man, because I'm going to hold it down for real. So, we're going to have some fun. You know, that's way down the road, but, hey, we're going to get to it, though. We're going to get to it. Ain't going to play no game with it. But, it's something I want to talk about. Something else I want to talk about, too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff been going on. Wild stuff, man. Wild work, man. Wild work. But, before I do it, and, you know, speak on it, I'm going to pull out the jersey. Authentic, all stick, everything. This dude, legendary, the jersey, dope. Got to speak on him, man, because if I don't, who will, man? If I don't, who will? You know what I'm saying? I got to speak on it, man. But look, the jersey I'm finna pull out this dude right here, man. Legendary. In my eyes, he legendary, man. A lot of people might not agree, but at the end of the day, he legendary to me, and the jersey is stone cold, man. And I ain't talking about Steve Austin, but the jersey is cold, man. Who we talking about? This dude right here, man. Number 7. Y'all see this, man? Y'all see this, man? Number 7, man. Lamar Odom, man. All stick, everything, Lamar Odom, man. Y'all can see the patch. Right there, Lamar Odom. Yeah, man. It's dope, man. Lamar Odom, man. Shout out to Lamar Odom, man. Yeah. Shout out to Lamar Odom, man. This jersey's clean, too, but it's all stick, everything, LA Clippers jersey. All stick, everything, LA Clippers jersey. Los Angeles Clippers, man. What? Yeah, man. Y'all already know the vibes, man. You know what's going on. Talk about... Hold on, man. Y'all see this one more time. Like a little closer, yeah. Lamar Odom, man. All stick, everything, Lamar Odom, man. Yeah, man. Lamar Odom, man. In his career, he's a 6'10" power forward / small forward. Played 14 seasons in the NBA, 1999 to 2014, and averaged 13.3 points per game, 8.4 rebounds, and 3.7 assists, and over 961 regular season games he played in. That's a lot, man. 961 regular season games. Yeah, man. And 0.9 blocks, 46.3 field goal percentage. Yeah, man. And, you know, be honest, be fair, you know what I'm saying? He was a hell of a player. Like, you know, he did a lot of stuff you probably want to see on the stat sheet. He was a hustle player. He had game, man. And yeah, he won 2 rings with the Los Angeles Lakers. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up going to the Lakers. But to me, when he was with the Clippers, to me, that was like I felt he was more skilled when he was with the Clippers, man. Like, his whole all-around game, you could see it when he was with the Clippers, man. Like, the dude, you know what I'm saying, his handles was showing more. You know, he had a little and one tape where he did like the sham guard, you know, the move that you throw the ball out, grab it, throw it between the legs and laid it up, and he started doing the little dance he did. Yeah, like, that was like a little and one clip they used to show on the commercials all the time. But Lamar Odom, man, he had so much like skill and potential, man, to be even greater than what he was. You know, I know he had like a little kid, a little child, you know, of his that had died at an early age, and it messed him up bad. I think damn near like a newborn baby, and the baby died. You know, took him to the hospital, the baby died, and that like really rocked him, man. And then, you know, his mama ended up dying. He was close to his mama. His mama ended up dying and stuff. So a lot of stuff he just wasn't taking well, man. And he wasn't taking it well. And then, you know, he developed his habit that, you know, a lot of people know about with the drugs and all that stuff, man. And he was just going through a lot, man. He didn't know how to cope with it. And I ain't using that for an excuse to do no drugs at all, kids. Everybody, say no to drugs. Don't do drugs, man. Like me, I ain't never even smoked weed before. And I ain't knocking nobody that do smoke weed or cigarettes or anything like that. But I never even touched one cigarette or one blunt or no weed or no Molly's or I never took no drug. Of course, I drink on occasion. I done got my drink on before. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no alcoholic or nothing like that. No 12-step program or nothing like that. But, or Alcohol Anonymous or nothing like that. But at the same time, though, I drink on occasion like that. I can pretty much say my liver still appreciates me because there's no crazy liquor going through my body 24/7. I drink here and there, so I'm good. But I ain't perfect, and I ain't looking down on nobody because ain't nobody perfect. But at the same time, that just never my thing to do drugs, man. But look, it ain't about me, man. It's about Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom, you know, was in Hollywood, you know, the Clippers, and you know, he played with the Miami Heat, and you know, he been around, man. And you know, like them big time cities too, man, like playing with LA, you know what I'm saying, being in LA all that time, in Miami, them like big time cities, man. And he got a hold to a lot of drugs, and yeah, man. Then, you know, he ended up getting with Khloe, the Kardashian, and she wasn't, that I know, she wasn't into drugs or nothing like that, but, you know, she stayed in a city where they, you know, they were big on like cocaine and drugs. That's a Hollywood drug. Cocaine and crack and all that. That's a Hollywood type drug. So she stayed around there, you know. Not her family stayed around, but I'm saying her city, you know. It's Hollywood and LA big for cocaine. But anyway, like I said, Lamar Odom ended up getting with Khloe. They kicked it. And yeah, man. You know, he wanted 2 titles, you know, with the Lakers, and you know, more winning he do, the more access you can get the drugs and the more money you making. It was crazy, man. But Lamar Odom, man, he always had game, he always had skills. You know what I'm saying? They had him in the little Nike commercial when they were doing the dribbling. The and one, he always showed that he had skill with the handles and stuff. He ain't had like the top elite handles. But if y'all look close at Lamar Odom, he had handles, man. And he won the big pieces for Kobe and the Lakers to win, you know what I'm saying, the championship, man. You know what I'm saying? 2009, 2010. Paul Gasol, Kobe and them boys, man. They won because of the help of Lamar Odom. And then after that, he kind of went downhill. You know, he was a beast in high school. He went to Rhode Island. Shout out to Lamar Odom college days, Rhode Island. Y'all never know. I ain't going to say never know. Just stay tuned. Your boy got that Rhode Island Lamar Odom jersey. Yeah, when he was in college. Stop playing. But Yeah, man. Lamar Odom, man, he don't get it flower. They don't shine light on him enough. You know what I'm saying? But like the light shining on me right now. But but look, man, Lamar Odom was a beast. I feel he don't get it flowers. People like to talk more about Lamar Odom, about his drug habits, more than his basketball career. You know what I'm saying? But man, you know, y'all don't know what it like to be in that man's shoes. Y'all don't know what that man went through. Y'all don't know like what type of roads he crossed, man, to get where he at. You don't know, like, you know, like I said, his mama passed, his little child, kid, son, I think that was his son, passed, and it rocked him, man. And he just wasn't never the same after that. But he tried to cope with it, but he always resort back to the drugs. And you know, he had overdosed at the brothel house in California, and man, he passed out. Man, they thought he was dead. They said he was dead for like 3 days. Like he was out of it. I don't know how you can tell somebody died. Lamar Odom said he felt like he was in another place. I don't know. There was a lot of stuff going on, man. But Lamar Odom always had game, man. I just ran his numbers down. He was an elite role player. A lot of people rock with him. He didn't never like, you know, have bad vibes with nobody in the NBA that I know of. I mean, I wasn't in the NBA, but I'm talking about I hear stuff. I didn't hear nothing bad about Lamar Odom. So, you know, but Lamar Odom went through a lot, man, with the drugs. And what I hate is they talk more about his drug habit than his basketball career. And, you know, that is what happened. He a famous basketball player that dabbled in the drugs, but come on, man. Some people act like that's all he did was drugs. And he did way more than that, man. But this jersey right here is clean, though, man. Lamar Odom Clippers jersey. You know what I'm saying? The threads is dope. I'm glad to get this jersey. Like I said, I remember yesterday, man, when I didn't even hardly have a jersey collection, man. I had a few jerseys here and now. Now I got like the greatest jersey collection, man. It's crazy, like how far the collection came. It's crazy how far this show came. The podcast came. And I appreciate every one of y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? And somebody asked me, do I still collect jerseys? I got so many. To answer that question, hell yeah. I'm a collector. I still collect jerseys. They not like just strolled all over the floor and just they organized, hung up, well put together, in place, like, you know, connected and hung up. So yeah, man, it ain't no sloppy jerseys all over the place and I'm picking them out the floor. No, man, it's well organized, man. A well-run oil machine over here, man. Yeah, man, we gotta keep the jerseys right, man. So but yeah, man, I gotta show y'all Lamar Odom again, man. Y'all stop categorizing that dude with just only his drug habits, man. Y'all start talking about that man basketball career, man. That man had game, man. Come on, man. Let's talk about it, man. For real. But look, I'm finna show the jersey again. Got to do it, you know, got to do the second time rundown. And I'll show the jersey, man. Did the pullout game, man. Stop playing, man. Hold it down, man. Lamar Odom, man. Y'all get that man his prop, man. Put some respect on that man's name, man. Put some respect on that man's name, man. It's Lamar Odom, man. Yeah. Lamar Odom. Y'all already know it, man. Lamar Odom, all state, everything. Lamar Odom. Los Angeles Clippers jersey. Thing is dope, man. Lamar Odom. Yeah. Come on, man. Mitchell and this patch. Yeah. Show it a little closer. Mitchell and this, man. Yeah, this thing clean, boy. Lamar Odom, all state, everything. Lamar Odom, man. Episode 81 is not a game. Yeah, shout out to the Biggie shirt too, man. Ready to die, man. Yeah, it's dope, man. That's what I'm rocking today. Years ahead. Years ahead. Yeah. But yeah, man. But look, enough about me. This all about Lamar Odom. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Biggie Small shirt, but this about Lamar Odom today. Yeah, man. And y'all see that documentary too, man. That documentary was breaking down a lot of stuff, man. So y'all go check that out. But yeah, this Lamar Odom all stitch, everything Lamar Odom, man. And look here, man. Before we get up out of here, I want to say something too, man. Shout out to Ice Spice, man. I know they just came out left field random, Ice Spice. But reason I want to give shout out to Ice Spice, man, because, well, not even a shout out. I just want to speak on it real quick. But I feel she some kind of way deserve a shout out. But, you know, Ice Spice, the rapper, you know, they had a video clip of her, you know, in McDonald's with her friend, her homegirl. And Ice Spice had a hoodie on. She didn't want to be seen by the public. She was in McDonald's too, y'all. She wasn't at no 5-star restaurant or no steak dinner restaurant. She was at a McDonald's, probably around the way in her neighborhood. You know, Ice Spice from New York. And yeah, man, she a little hood girl, man. Little hood woman. And I ain't saying that in a bad way. She just, you know, she stuck to her roots. And she like, look, she might love McDonald's growing up. And she had a hoodie on. And this girl came up to Ice Spice and her homegirl and started talking stuff. And I don't know how they recognized her. Maybe they seen her walking in. They recognized her face and stuff or whatever. But, it's, you know, she started talking stuff to her friend. Then she started running her mouth to Ice Spice. And they got into it. She tried to swing on Ice Spice. And a lot of people thought Ice Spice was going to be Hollywood and like, security, security, security. But she didn't do that. She dropped the Big Mac. You know what I'm saying? Shout the Big Mac, like I said, that Mark McGwire nickname too. They crazy how a lot of this stuff come full circle. But anyway, she dropped her sandwich. I don't know if she had a Big Mac. It might have been a quarter pounder, whatever she had. She dropped it. And then the girl ran off. And when the girl ran off, Ice Spice started walking from table to table on the McDonald's, in the McDonald's restaurant. Walking table to table, jumped off the third table, whatever, and started running and looking for the girl. And then I guess the girl that tried to fight Ice Spice, her brother was trying to fight Ice Spice outside. Then, you know, Ice Spice said, you trying to fight a woman? You trying to fight me? So then they end up fighting Ice Spice and the girl. And yeah, it was just crazy though. But my thing with this, man, Ice Spice wasn't bothering nobody. She wasn't bothering nobody. She just wanted to eat. She wasn't trying to make no appearances like, look, I'm out here. I want attention. I'm better than y'all. None of that. She was just with her homegirl, chopping it up, talking. And she just wanted a little time to herself. And look, man, I love my black people, but can't stand niggas. I'm sorry, I can't. You know, Chris Rock said it best. I love black people, but I hate niggas. You know how Chris Rock talk. But he right, though, man. Like, that's the difference. That's the difference, though. Because, you know, a racist person would be like, ain't that the same thing? No, it's not. Black people, we carry ourselves in a correct, you know, disciplined type manner. And niggas carry themselves like niggas. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that was messed up, though, man. It make us look bad, man. Like, as a race. Like, the girl just there minding her business. And you came on there messing with her and tried to swing on her and try to fight her. And stuff like that. Then she tried to make a little video explaining what happened. The girl that tried to fight Ice Spice tried to make a video explaining what happened, but she didn't know that all that was recorded from jump. I think McDonald's had like a video, like a camera. You know, cameras everywhere. You know, cameras all over the place. But yeah, McDonald's had a video of like showing what was said when it first popped off, and I don't think the girl knew that. So your story is invalid, ma'am. Because we heard everything how it started. You try to make it seem like Ice Spice started with you. Ice Spice, she did start with you, why are you over there? Like, you kind of started from, you know, you kind of started with her anyway. Anyway, you started because you came over there first. So you started it first because you came over there. Ice Spice didn't come up to you. You came up to her. So miss me with that. She started it first, started talking stuff. She would have never been talking stuff and you never was in her vicinity. You never was in her area, in her way, in her space. She never would have said nothing to you. So you started it from the jump by coming over there. Oh, people make me sick. They all trying to justify that they do wrong. They do wrong, and they try to justify that you did wrong by retaliating. What we doing, man? I don't know, man. That's wild work, man. But Ice Spice, man, she didn't go out like Hollywood or nothing. She stood her ground. She finna put them hands on her girl. She was ready to fight. I guess her girl thought she was gonna act. She thought Ice Spice was gonna act Hollywood and start calling for security and run and get scared. Ice Spice like, let's get it. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? You think Ice Spice ain't never had a deal where she was like out here like, let's get it. And then another thing too, a lot of people saying, why Ice Spice went to McDonald's? What's she doing at McDonald's? First of all, she human. She go where she want to. She probably grew up loving McDonald's. Like I said, she a hood female, so she probably like, look, man, I love McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? You know that you can't take the hood out the home girl, man. You take the home girl out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the home girl. And that hood in her still got her craving McDonald's. And you know, I give a point for that. Like she just in the hood just, and I ain't you know, glorifying like be stuck in the hood and don't do better for yourself. I'm just saying though, like she already doing big things in her career. She done made it successful. And she want to go back and eat a Big Mac, she can do that. They all that rhyme, but that's crazy. But I'm just saying, like, let her be, leave her alone and talk about what she doing at McDonald's. Because she at McDonald's. She can go where she want to go. Like, who are y'all to tell her where she should go? Have y'all ever had, I don't know how much money she got, but have y'all ever had, like, big money like Ice Spice? I'm pretty sure she get a lot of money because she don't make a lot of her records. She get a lot of money from shows. And, you know, and pop-up appearances. So, I mean, she probably trying to save her money. She don't want to spend her money on 5-star restaurants every day, all day. She want to, you know, she probably ain't been to McDonald's in a long time. And she could probably be like, shit, I'm just going to eat at McDonald's at one time. And that could be the one time the girl pulled up on her. See, y'all don't know what people be going through or how they got to where they at or what happened that day. Like I said, I probably ate McDonald's in probably like 3-4 years. I'm just saying. Could have been a long time. That could have been the one day she went to around the hood, around the way, and be like, look, I got to take for a Big Mac. I been eating all this caviar and steak and all this expensive stuff. I want to eat a Big Mac for a change. Or a quarter pounder with cheese. Or, you know, a Happy Meal, whatever. And that's the day that old girl want to try and everybody looking at her, what she doing at McDonald's. Leave that girl alone. That girl can eat what she want to eat, man. I ain't the biggest fan of Ice Spice music, but I'm just saying. I'm calling it fair like I call it fair, man. That girl won't bother nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? Ice Spice cute, too. Don't get me wrong. She look good. But at the end of the day, she wasn't bothering nobody, man. And she was just in her own element. And in the words of Kendrick Lamar, man, you killed her vibe, man. But I just want to speak on that real quick, too, man. Like, that made her look bad as a black person, human race. It made her look bad just picking with her for no reason. For what? Like, for what? Go home, read a book, or like, go take some swimming lessons, or I mean, I don't know, man. Or go watch the Michael Jackson movie on bootleg or something. I don't know. And I'm just playing. I don't encourage no bootleg, but I'm just saying, do something else. Do something else besides pick and bother people and be negative and violent towards folks, man. And they ain't even bothering you. I mean, for goodness, man, she had a hoodie on, didn't want to be seen. She was trying to stay out your way. But, you know, y'all always, you know, us as a people sometimes, we do great things, man. Black History Month, that let you know how far, what we can really do. But then stuff like this show you how dumb we could really be. And then, you know, what it is, man. But look, man, this about Lamar Odom. All still everything, man. I don't even know, like, he's still doing drugs now. I don't know. I hope he ain't. I hope everything good. I hope he handling his business. I don't know. He be on and on with Chloe. I don't know what's going on with that. But at the end of the day, this Lamar Odom. All still everything, man. LA Clipper jersey. 2 ring with the LA Lakers. I watched those series too. He was a big part of both series, you know, both finals. Yeah, man, I don't even know Kobe then would have pulled it out without Lamar Odom, man. I don't even know. You know, they had Ron Artest, Paul Gasol, them boys. Yeah, them boys, they had a squad, man. They had a little squad. Look like, you know, a lot of role players. But that Lamar Odom with the Clippers, he wasn't no joke, man. Y'all go back and watch the highlights of this dude, man. Go and watch the highlight. The dude was no joke, man. But look, this Lamar Odom all-star everything LA Clippers jersey. Los Angeles Clippers all-star everything jersey, man. Act like y'all know. And Lamar Odom, I pray that you just stay off the cocaine, the drugs, and just walk a straight, narrow path, man, and live life the right way, man. You know what I'm saying? We all had trials and tribulation, but we can overcome it, man. We can overcome it. We can. Easier said than done, man. But look, when you do it, man, you automatically won, man. Come on, man. But this Lamar Odom all-star everything. I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. This episode 81. Y'all hold that thing down. And I'm up out of here, man. To next episode. Y'all hold it down, man. Lamar Odom. Choo.
When drinking angry, the same with a mama. Pain with no gain is a bomber. Hit you with sticks.